Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood. Today we'll be learning all about the vibrant and vital world of coral reefs. But before we dive into the fascinating facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to tell truth from fiction. Consider this. We all know coral reefs are breathtakingly beautiful, natural wonders teeming with color and life. But could these underwater ecosystems become actual works of art? Is it possible there are entire underwater museums melding sculptures with colorful coral? Take a moment to think about it. We'll find out at the end of this episode. Now for the word of the day. Our word for today is zooxanthellae. zooxanthellae. This fascinating word refers to tiny single-celled algae that live in the tissues of most reef-building coral. It's a symbiotic relationship, meaning both the coral and the algae benefit. The zooxanthellae provide the coral with essential nutrients like sugars and oxygen produced through photosynthesis, which helps the coral grow and build its limestone skeleton. In return, the coral provides the algae with a protected environment and compounds they need for photosynthesis. The vibrant colors we often associate with corals are actually thanks to these amazing zooxanthellae. The word itself comes from Greek roots zoon, meaning animal, xanthos, meaning yellow or golden, and ella, which is the diminutive suffix, essentially meaning tiny golden animal-like organisms, though they're technically algae. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about coral. Number 1, coral reefs are the largest living structures on Earth, visible even from space. That's right, some coral reef systems are so vast that astronauts orbiting our planet can actually see them. The most famous example is the Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Australia, which stretches for over 2,300 kilometers or over 1,400 miles. It's not a single continuous reef, but a complex system of nearly 3,000 individual reefs and 900 islands. These massive structures are built by tiny animals called coral polyps. Each polyp is typically very small, only a few millimeters in diameter, but they live in colonies that can grow for hundreds or even thousands of years. As old polyps die, new ones build their skeleton on top, gradually creating the enormous, intricate formations we know as reefs. It's a slow process, with corals growing only a few millimeters to a few centimeters per year, which makes those enormous reefs all the more astounding. Number 2. Often called rainforests of the sea, coral reefs support about 25% of all marine life, despite covering less than 1% of the ocean floor. Think about that for a moment. A quarter of all the different kinds of fish, shellfish, sea turtles, and countless other creatures in the ocean depend on these relatively small areas. From tiny shrimp and colorful clownfish to majestic sharks and rays, coral reefs provide food, shelter, and breeding grounds for an incredible diversity of species. This biodiversity is crucial not just for the ocean's health, but for humans too. Millions of people around the world depend on coral reefs for food, livelihoods, through fishing and tourism, even for medicines. The complex three-dimensional structure of the reef offers countless nooks and crannies for animals to hide from predators and raise their young, making them essential nurseries for the ocean. Number 3. Corals aren't just pretty. They're also master architects of their own homes out of limestone. The hard, rocky structures we recognize as coral reefs are actually skeletons made of calcium carbonate, which is essentially limestone. Each tiny coral polyp secretes this stony material, forming a protective cup around itself. As the colony grows, new polyps budding off existing ones, these limestone skeletons accumulate layer upon layer. The building process creates the complex shapes and formations of the reef, which can arrange from branching tree like structures to massive brain like mounds and delicate fan shaped colonies. The type of coral and the environmental conditions, like water movement and light visibility, influence the shape and speed of this incredible natural construction. Number 4. Some coral species can live for thousands of years, making them among the longest lived animals on the planet. While individual coral polyps may have shorter lifespans, the entire colony can persist and grow for astonishingly long periods. Scientists have discovered deep sea black coral colonies that are estimated to be over 4,000 years old. These ancient organisms are like living historical records, providing insight into past ocean conditions. Reef-building corals in shallower waters also have impressive lifespans, often living for centuries. This longevity is one reason why reef recovery from damage can be such a slow process. If a reef is destroyed, it can take hundreds or even thousands of years for it to return to its former glory. Our fifth and final fun fact: many corals glow in the dark with vibrant fluorescent colors, a phenomenon scientists are still exploring. It's not just the zooxanthellae that give corals their color. Many corals produce their own fluorescent pigments. When you shine ultraviolet or blue light on them, similar to the light conditions in deeper water, these pigments absorb the light and re-emit it as a different, often dazzling colors like green, yellow, orange, and red. Scientists are still researching all the reasons why corals fluoresce. Some theories suggest it might help protect them from harmful UV radiation, act as a kind of sunscreen, or even help the symbiotic algae with photosynthesis by converting light to wavelengths they can use more efficiently. Whatever the full reason, it adds another layer of beauty and mystery to these incredible underwater ecosystems. Here's some news you can use. If you ever get the amazing opportunity to visit a coral reef, remember the golden rule: look but don't touch. This is simple but incredibly important to help protect these delicate ecosystems. Corals are living animals, and even a gentle touch can damage their fragile tissues and remove the protective mucus layer that guards them against infection. Also, stirring up sediment with your fins or hands can smother the corals, depriving them of the light and clean water they need to survive. Simply admire their beauty from a respectful distance, and ensure that they can remain healthy and vibrant for others to enjoy, and for the countless marine creatures that call them home. So, if you go snorkeling or diving, maintain good buoyancy control. Secure your gear so it doesn't drag, and resist the urge to take a souvenir. The best souvenir is a beautiful memory and a clear conscience, knowing you helped protect this underwater wonderland. And now for the moment you've been waiting for. Earlier, I asked if it was possible that there are entire underwater museums where sculptures are designed to become living coral masterpieces. Could coral ecosystems become works of art? Well, amazingly enough, that's a fact. There's an incredible artist named Jason DeCaires Taylor who's a pioneer in creating underwater museums and sculpture parks. He designs and installs sculptures on the seabed, and what's truly remarkable is that these aren't just static pieces of art. They're made of special pH-neutral cement and materials that actually encourage marine life, particularly coral, to colonize on them. Over time, these sculptures transform. Instead of a traditional patina that you might see on a bronze statue, these underwater works of art develop a living patina as corals, sponges, algae grow all over them, integrating them into the marine environment. They literally come to life. Beyond their artistic merit, these installations serve a vital conservation purpose. By creating these underwater attractions, Taylor and his colleagues often help establish small protected areas. These sites can deter destructive fishing practices and keep speedboats away, allowing the local marine ecosystems, including the fragile corals, a chance to recover and thrive. It's a beautiful fusion of art, science, and conservation, creating new habitats and raising awareness about the importance of our oceans. Now, if you want to learn more about Jason DeCaris Taylor and his work, I actually had the privilege of getting to interview him on my other podcast, Who Arted? Weekly Art History for All Ages. I'll put a link in the show notes. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning about coral reefs with me, and be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.